speak to the rock. But he takes the rod and he hits the rock, and all the water comes out. And the people rejoice. But God is displeased with Moses. Why? Because he said to Moses, what you've just done is you have dishonored me in the eyes of the people. I told you to simply speak to the rock, and you struck the rock. And you're saying to the people, now look what we've done for you. In other words, Moses, you've made yourself the center of attention. You've made it as though the messenger was more important than the message. You have dishonored me. And because of that, Moses, you will not enter physically into the promised land. Now, most of us were looking at something like that. We'd be taken aback by that. We think, well, just a simple thing. No, it's not a simple thing. Whenever it becomes about you rather than about him, it's a problem. And God uses that in the life of Moses to show that even in all the faithful stages, you and I have to be faithful to the end. We have to walk this journey to the very, very end. And yet it cost him dearly. And before Moses dies, God takes him to the top of Mount Nebo on the other side of the Jordan River and has him look out at all the beautiful promised land. He's at the top of something called Pisgah. It's a mountain, and it's near Jericho. And he can see it all, but he can't enter in until Matthew chapter 17 in the ministry of Jesus. And on the other side of the Jordan River, close to the city of Nazareth, on the top of Mount Tabor, it's called the Mount of Transfiguration, as Jesus is standing there and he's transfigured before Peter, James, and John. Elijah's standing with